He's been gone 8 days. So once he's back where he belongs, I think I'll feel lonely. So that's just some authenticity coming at you. I'm so glad we're together. Let's get started. Finding a comfortable seat. Sitting up nice and tall. Soften your eye gaze or close your eyes and just let yourself settle into this moment. The lips lightly sealed. Draw the breath smooth and even in through your nose. Fill your lungs. Out through your nose. Remember that this is a rhythm you can rely on. Breath flows in. Breath flows out. And let's take one hand to the center of the chest. Maybe favor the left side of the chest a little bit so you can feel your heartbeat. Remember, this is a rhythm we can rely on. Feel the beat of your heart. Heart pumping, blood flowing, breath in, breath out. One more. Freeing the arms down your sides. Movement with breath. Inhale, arms overhead. Tilt your chin, look up. Exhale, arms forward, gaze at the thumbs. Inhale, arms wide, look for the tip of your nose. Exhale, arms down, bow the head. A little faster. Inhale, together we rise. Exhale, together we focus. Inhale, together we let go. Exhale, together we're supported. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, we focus. Inhale, we let go. Exhale, we're supported. A few more, keep going. One more. Take a moment, press your hands into the floor. Imagine your hands touching the soft earth. The earth thawing and warming in preparation for the vigorous growth of spring. Remembering the cycles of the seasons. And then take that right hand and start to walk it outside of your right hip. Let's sweep the left arm up and across. Bear weight into your right palm and stretch from your left hip to fingertips. Gaze up, forward, or down. Turn your head, take a peek at your right knee, touch it with your left hand, lean to the opposite side of the room. From your right hip to fingertips, stretch up and away. Stay connected, hand to knee. As you inhale, sit upright. Exhale, twist your upper torso to the right. Right hand on the mat behind you, lift and twist. Soften through the shoulders, the jaw, gaze of your eyes. exhales. Breath flows in, breath flows out. Heart pumping. Cycles of the seasons, cycling, changing, shifting. We are aware. Keep that hand connected to your knee. With your exhale, unwind your torso. Crisscross of the arms, right over left. Hold on to your legs, bow your head, and take a breath. Big inhale, arms in a V shape, up overhead, big V for victory. Let's do this. And lay your left hand down outside of your hip. Bear weight into it. Reach across the crown of the head from right hips to fingertips. Stretching, lengthening, expanding our sense of being resourced, our sense of breath flow, heartbeats, togetherness in this virtual land. And we'll look for the left knee, touch it with your free hands, lean in the opposite direction from left hip to fingertips. You can see things from multiple perspectives. I am vast. I contain multitudes. With your strong in-breath, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist your upper body to the left. Plant that hand near your sacrum. On your mat, lengthen and twist. Soft shoulders, soft jaw. Try to unfurrow your brow. Try to let your face be reflective of the sense of calm we're invoking. That's all. Just this. Here we are. With your exhale, unwind your torso, but we'll crisscross at the arms, left over right, touch something, and bow your head, spread the back of your heart over. Here we go, jai, victory, victory, arms overhead. And finally, two hands behind us. Plant them. Lift the center of your chest. Lift your chin. Lift the tip of your nose. Lift your third eye. Look for the heavens. Remember the helpers. Look for the wide expanse of atmosphere and sky overhead. Here we are. Cradled below a blanket of sky. Walking the hands in. Palm to palm, center of the chest. And a little bow of your forehead, your chin. Namaste. Welcome. We'll free the arms. And let's unfold just our right leg. So we'll unfold our right leg out to the side. And then just your hands, kind of casual, chilling. And we'll move the right foot at the ankle joint, flexing and pointing, stretching the front of the ankle, the top of the ankle, stretching the toes, the Achilles, pointing and flexing, remembering the simple things. Pause and give a little few circles of that foot at the ankle, a few times each direction. And then pause, and we'll change the position of our upper body slightly, pivoting the upper body so your torso, front torso faces the outstretched leg, and then just an extension, a lean and a fold down the outstretched leg. We'll try not to complicate things, just drape over the leg. Drape over the leg, stretch the left side of your low back. Bow your head, get grounded, be here. With this, with us. One more breath. Walking the torso upright. We'll reposition slightly again so that you can lay your right forearm at the interior side of your right leg. Sweep the left arm up and across, and now we're going to access the lateral or the side body. So you're going to lean the right side of your body down the right leg. Stretch that left arm up and over towards the outstretched foot, leg, ankle. Try to keep your heart pointed forward, or maybe even your heart kind of leans up towards the ceiling. One more breath here. Big inhale, up we go. Exhale, plant your left hand just kind of outside your hip behind you, and we'll just take that free arm and reach it up and back. A breath. All right, upright, here we are. Finally, lower the arm, bend your right knee, plant your foot, and we'll just kind of embrace, give ourselves a hug. I'm hoping to keep us connected to our bodies. We've worked so hard in all the years I've been teaching. I've been wanting us to become as embodied as we can. And then we have this virus that's asking us to keep our hands off our face and keep our hands to ourselves. And I just want us to remember to stay connected to your body. Stay connected. This is the vessel. We'll do what we can to be hygienic. We'll follow the guidelines, but we are embodied. All right, let's do some movements on the second side. We'll sit up nice and tall. Get yourself to unfold that left leg. And we'll lean the hands just back to be supportive, and then just pointing and flexing the left foot and toes. And rolling the left foot at the ankle a few times each direction. Feels nice to feel the cool air on the soles of my feet, between my toes. The ordinary things are very nice. The simple things to me feel very reassuring right now. All right, let's pause, and again, we reposition the torso to face the left leg, breath in. And then it's that bow, it's that lean, that fold. The right side of your low back might feel a nice sensation of stretch as you bow down your outstretched leg. Here we go. Let the back of the heart shine. Shine towards the sky. One more breath. Looking beyond the outstretched leg, walking the torso up. Then another little reposition so that you can lay your left forearm inside, near the inside edge of the left leg. Take that right arm up and across towards the outstretched foot. Gaze up or forward. With your next big inhale, here we go, up, and then we plant that right hand and just leaning in the opposite direction, just to get a counter stretch, just to feel sensation all across the body. And up we go. Last but not least, some 11. We'll hug the bent leg. I'm going to give myself an out here that I might have brain fog because things have been moving so quickly and stuff is weird. So if I forget something, that's why. But here we are, staying embodied, staying connected to your hands, connected to your legs, your feet, your heart, your breath. One more breath here, cherishing. Let's reposition ourselves on our mat. So we'll come to hands and knees at this point. And though because we're experienced yogis, how about that? We'll be mindful of placing your hands. Go back to the basics. I know how to place my hands on my mat so that they look and feel foundational to my practice, to my pose, to my efforts. And once you're happy with that, let's stretch. I love this one for just, I don't know, to me it gets my calves, Achilles, and soles of my feet. Take your right toes, right leg extended at the back of the mat. And I like to bow my head a little bit here and push my right heel away from the rest of my body. Press down through the ball of the foot and press the heel back. And we're keeping it simple. We're going to raise the straight right leg, still up and back behind you, kind of level the floor and ceiling. And then let's add to it the left arm reaching. Have some grace with yourself during balancing poses, during this time of flux and change and transformation and uncertainty. Okay? So we do our best. That's enough. One more breath. Lower your left palm, but let's take that right leg. I'm going to take it towards you. We'll take the right leg out to the right. And then press down into your left palm and we'll turn our chest to the right and raise the right arm up. And let's do something with our right hand since it's up there. We'll open and close the palm, spread the fingers and make a fist. And let's roll the hand at the wrist. And you know I like to conjure up good things. When my hand moves like this, I think of whipping up some good energy, letting it shower down upon me and you and us and them. And eye gaze lowers, right hand, right knee lower. And reestablish on our good foundation. We'll tuck the left toes under, left leg straight, back of the mat, little tuck of your chin, and press your heel away from everything else. Rounding the ball of the foot, 5 toes. Extending the heel back. Good, good, good. Trust your sensation. And we'll take some pressure off that leg so that we can levitate it. And add to our posture, reaching right arm, reaching forward, extension, breath, grace. One more. Palm to the mat, and we'll swing the left leg or extend the left leg over to the left. Turning your front torso to the left, arm high. Gaze forward or up, and we'll open and close the left palm. And roll the left hand at the wrist. Conjuring up some good vibrations. May I be guided and protected. May you be guided and protected. May we be guided and protected. Pause, left palm, left knee, earth side. And finally, puppy pose, bottoms up, arms forward. You know, I teach it, sometimes we call it relaxed or lazy arms, sometimes we call it vigorous arms. You pick which way you want to position your arms as you lower your forehead, your third eye to the earth. One more breath. Walk your hands beside your head. Lift your cute face. Hands to lay down, belly side on the mat. And so let's position the hands, palms down, hands right beside the chest, elbows near your side body. Palms are going to stay down. Palms, pubic bone, everything else we'll try to lift. With your inhale, start to activate that body. Lift the legs, lift the heart. Sustain. Use your resources. Breath. Spiritual support in terms of your connection to your sense of the divine. Your physical support, strong back body. Breath flows in, breath flows out. And sustain. One more breath. And let gravity release. Your efforts dissolve. Press your chest off the mat. We'll meet each other in Balasana or the child's pose. Hips towards you. Arms outstretched or arms at your sides. Three breaths here. Move your hands beside your head. Hands and knees nearly or gratefully through a transition. We'll curl the toes under, breath in, and downward facing dog, breath out. If it's your first down dog today, do the moves that you like to help you feel connected to the posture. Whether it's walking the feet in place or turning the head a few times side to side. Personalize it so that it's a practice that nourishes you during this time, in this space. One more breath here, darling. And with a good bend in the knees, let's backwards walk the hands to the feet, to the back of the mat. And once you're there, we'll bow the head. And we were doing this a lot. Friday and Saturday classes here at City Yoga with me. Holding on to the bent elbows in front of the legs. Or sometimes we hold the bent elbows or the forearms or wrists behind the legs. You pick what feels most comforting to you. One more breath.
stangle. We'll bend the knees and slowly roll the torso up. The knees will straighten as you start to stack more body parts one on top of the other. The head being the last thing to rise. And once we've risen, be here in a relaxed posture. Take a breath. And then maybe try it out. I'm kind of feeling it, so let's do. It's not hard. It's nice. Bring your feet as close together as you like them. And once your feet are set, start to hug the bones of your legs with your muscles. We'll make a vigorous mountain pose. We'll kind of thrust the arms just a little bit out from the sides, out and down. With your fingers together, fingers glued together. And then let the center of the chest, the top of the chest kind of broaden. The crown ascends, the roots descend. This is my mountain pose on a Monday evening. This is my breath flowing in and out. This is my one precious body alive in this moment. Let's be shapeshifters. We'll press the right palm into your right thigh. We'll sweep the left arm up. And then slide the right hand down your right leg slightly for another lateral stretch of the left arm. Up and across, the eye gaze up or forward, even down. Good, switcheroo. Inhale up. Exhale, opposite hand hugs opposite thigh. Slide down the leg as you reach up and across. Pick your gazing point and commit to it. With your in-breath, together we rise. Out breath, arm down your side. Now we'll want our feet bigger. Feet wider than your hips. Just a little bit wider than your hips. And we'll hold the top of the butt cheeks between either hand on either side of the sacrum. We'll flex our butt cheeks and start to extend the front body from the pubic bone to the breastbone, from the breastbone to the throat, from the throat to the third eye, from the third eye to the crown. Breath flows out. One more. Super. Inhale, upright. Exhale, arms down. Heel toe your feet hip width distance apart. Inhale, reach forward and up. Exhale, wide arms to one side, doesn't matter which one. A breath. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, wide arms, opposite side. A breath. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, palm to palm. Inhale, interlaced fingers. Palms are forward, then palms up overhead. Palms to the ceiling. Stretch your shoulders up towards your ears. Stretch up from the soles of your feet to the base of your spine, to the crown of your head, to the lift of your arms. Extension. And cradling the back of your head and the clasp of your hands and the comfort of your hands and the familiarity of your hands will bow ahead. This is my one precious body, alive in this moment. This is my breath, moving in, moving out. exhale your arms down your side. Give a little love to the shoulders. So with the feet, we'll adjust again slightly, just a little wider than your hips. And then if you would bend your left elbow around your low back and extend your right arm out to the right, and we'll flex it at the wrist. And then just turning the head to look away from the outstretched arm. Looking over your left shoulder, the gaze out of the left corners of your eyes. With your inhale, turn your head, your sweet face forward. Exhale, raise that outstretched arm, and we'll bend it over the crown and tip your crown to the right with just the weight of your right hand on your left temple, soft over the left shoulder, soft through the left side of the neck, the left side of the face. I am releasing as much tension as I can as I let go of what I cannot control. I make room for love, gratitude, beauty, trust, hope, faith. With your inhale, stack your crown. Exhale, switch. Right arm bends around, just kind of hug the kidneys. Left arm extends, flex at the wrist. And then we'll pivot the head at the neck joints, turning your head, looking over your right shoulder, out the right corners of your eyes. Breath flows, and then it flows out. With your inhale, straighten your neck. Exhale, raise that arm across your crown. We'll tip our crown to the left so the right side of the face can rest. So the right side of the neck can release compression, unraveling, uncoiling, decompressing, depressurizing. Right shoulder soft, unburdened. One more. With your inhale, stack your crown. Exhale, both arms down your sides. Then if you would touch your crown with both palms. And get your feet so they feel like they're supportive underneath your hips. Let the weight of your hands press down on your crown and press your crown into your feet. Just to feel like you're getting some support from above, a little bit of pressure so that you can feel your head, your body, your breath, this moment. Be grounded right here. One more time. Inhale, the arms up and exhale. Okay, yogis, let's do a pose. Let's do a tree pose. So we'll stand on the right leg and ground your 5 right toes. 4 corners of your right foot. And the bent left leg. Lift it to somewhere where you have the best chance of being successful or being connected. Dave's figuring things out. I have a little song for you on that happy balance. Because we're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-grandmother reaching up to me. We're a green and growing family. All right. Before we lose it, let's let it go. And let's ground our 5 left toes, 4 corners of the foot, strong leg. We're a family, we're a tree. Let's do this. Bend right leg. Attach the foot somewhere where you have the best chance of feeling connected to the pose, the moment, your breath, your body. Because we're a family and we're a tree. Our roots go deep down in history. From my great-great-grandmother reaching up to me. We're a green and growing family. Okay. Thank you. We'll bring our foot down, our arms down. Take just a couple shrugs of the shoulders. Good. And let's do a couple of energetic discharges. I just made up that phrase, but let's do that. Step your feet a little wider than your hips, maybe wider than we have as of yet, maybe almost as wide as the sides of your mat. And, you know, I do this one all the time. We'll do a little twisty twist. I like it because it feels playful and fun. I like to feel the air in the room on my bare skin. I like to feel like a little kid. I like to feel slightly disoriented in order to just kind of clear space in my head, let go of thought patterns that feel stuck or entrenched, and just use this to kind of disrupt the nervousness. Go as slow or as fast as you like. And 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to try to slow it down gradually so it can kind of reverberate through the body, through the nervous system, through the fluid in your ear. Let it reverberate a little bit. Trust that you'll come back to equilibrium soon. Give yourself a couple conscious breaths to help that happen. All right. Okay, we're in a good stance. So we've done this before, Monday night yoga. We're going to shrug our shoulders up to our ears and then hold. We'll try to hold our breath for 3 seconds, but you've got authority to hold for longer or less. So we'll shrug our shoulders up to our ears. We'll pin them up there, hold our breath for about 3 seconds, then exhale at the mouth, and we'll drop the shoulders fast. And let's do 5 rounds. Here we go. We'll inhale. Stay. Exhale. 4 more. 3 more. Again. Last one. Okay. Let's make silly faces at each other. A lemon face. A big O face. A big cheesy smile face. A lemon face. Big O. Cheese, smile. One more. All right. Okay, how about this? We'll use our hands. I've worked so hard to help people get their hands all woke, and now we're all saying, leave your hands alone, but we're by ourselves. We're good. It doesn't matter which side you start on, obviously, we'll do both. I kind of like fingers together and flat fingers, and I just start on the interior of my arm from the wrist up to my shoulder, and then down the top of my arm from shoulder to wrist. And I just do that a dozen times or so that I can wake up my cheek, so that I feel more full of vitality and life force to deal with all the shenanigans going on. One more time, up and down. Okay, good. Whatever arm that was, give it a good shake. Whatever arm you activated, give it a good shake. All right, now we'll hold it out level with the shoulder, and let's kind of roll it forward and back. And I like to admire the arm. And as I'm admiring my arm and my beautiful, helpful hands, maybe I decide, silly enough to do this, maybe I decide an air kiss. Beautiful hands. All right, let's hold out the other arm and get ready for some tapping. Flat fingers together, go up the interior of the arm, down the top of the arm or exterior of the arm, back of the arm, front of the arm. Okay. No more steppies. Move around places that feel blocked, energy stuck, stagnant, gloopy. Trying to adjust. A disruption of routine can be challenging for everybody. One more time, up and down, up and down. Good, okay. And then that arm, we're just gonna shake, just shake it out, just however you wanna shake it, vigorous or lightly. Just shaking it somehow, just so that you continue to get that blood flow, prana flow. 3, 2, 1, and we'll hold the arm out. Look at it lovingly. Watch how graceful you can move your arm and hand. What a beautiful being you are. How graceful and beautiful you are. And then I love my hands. I love my hands. I love my hands. Alright. Feet almost as wide as the sides of your mat. Have I said that before? We'll interlace the fingers behind us. Clasp hands. If you can't clasp hands, you could just hang on to your wrists. Either way, we'll kind of extend the arms, the hands down, and try to use this arm position to spread the collarbones wide across the chest. Add a little exaltation of your face, your head, your crown, your heart, that deep breath. And we'll take those hands, arms, head, heart, belly, torso, forward and down. 3 breaths. We're going to stay low, dear yogis, but separate the arms. And then I don't want to neglect the lower half of the body, so bend your knees enough that you can touch your feet, and we'll just press the tops of the feet down.
Press them down into the earth with your fingers or your palms or the heels of your hands. Just trying to feel connected to something that sustains and composts and nourishes, and that is your precious earth underneath our feet. We are learning to live in right relationship with you, Mama Earth. I promise we are. We're making strides. We really, really are. All right. How about just a little cupping, love of the knees, cupping the knees, cupping the knees. And then I like little fists in my hands to pummel the hamstrings and the IT band and the hamstrings and the IT band and maybe the glutes or the kidneys, but waking up the legs in a similar way that we did to the arms. Energy flowing, blood moving, lymph flowing. Deep prana, life force moving, our mind. 10, 8, 7, 4, 2, 1, bow. Lastly, we'll cradle the base of the skull, back of the neck, and just give a few massages, like you're playing with Play-Doh, making bread dough. 3, 2, 1. Let's come down into Malasana. Adjust your foot position as needed for yogi squat. Boy. Okay. Palm to palm. If your heels connect to the earth, great. If they don't, great. 3 breaths here. Before we say goodbye to this archetypal, this beautiful kind of primal pose, let's play in the pose a little bit. So we'll rock into the balls of the feet and maybe like your hands or fingers are down. And then I just like to kind of pivot on the balls of my feet and peel one knee back at a time. And then I do the other one. And I just kind of feel around into the hips, sense what is there, sense what is stabilizing. Good. One more breath. Perfect. All right, this might be a good time to come down onto our tush. Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll extend the legs. And like we started with this seating, we'll put the hands just kind of behind us. And let's open and close the legs. So we'll make them like duck feet, so wide legs, and then pigeon toe. And they go wide and together and wide and together, wide and together. One more breath. Perfect. And then with the legs neutral, we'll bounce the legs. And kind of maybe somatic experiences of being with the body to help us discharge, not just through poses, but kind of through movements, poses as well, but movements, postures. 3, 2, 1. Good. Legs side by side, and we'll point the toes, so extending the fronts of the ankles. Climb back onto your bent elbows and forearms. Turn down. And we'll just, again, kind of give a nice little soft, easy lift to the chest. Maybe the gaze of the eyes or the head could drop back, looking away from the toes. Gazing towards your feet, climbing onto the palms. Taking your right knee and bending it, and you decide to either position your right foot inside your left thigh or outside your left thigh. We'll keep the left leg vigorous or active in the posture as you raise your left arm up. Use that to help you lengthen your torso. Big inhale, and exhale, twist to the right, hugging the knee or binding the elbow to the knee, outer knee. The free hand behind you or sweeping the low back. Gazing sweetly, gazing contentedly. Over the right shoulder. Breath flows in, breath flows out. One more. Unwind and face forward, and then just a little rewind for a half or a breath over to the left. Maybe you like to kind of bow towards the earth, counter twist to the left. Back to forward facing, where we'll reposition our right foot so the sole of the foot is up the left inner thigh. And feel your sit bones wide and stable, your foundation to root and rise. Breath in. Forward and down the left leg, breath out. Five breaths. Just started raining here at City Yoga. We can hear it on the roof. I wish you all were here. Looking beyond your outstretched leg, stacking the torso. Before we leave this position, let's put the right hand on the mat, outside of behind your right hip. Here goes, left arm sweeps across in a crescent shape, up and over, looking up, standing on your right knee, stretch up. Another breath. And down we go. Switcheroo. Right leg straight, left foot position inside the right thigh or outside the right thigh. Right arm high, roots and rise, breath. And twist to the left, hugging the knee, connecting the elbows. Good. Perfect. Unwind forward and then a little retwist to the right and back to forward facing. Left foot right inner thigh. From the hips to the fingertips. Five breaths. Starting with the gaze, followed by the torso. Left hand situates itself outside of and behind the left hip, so the right arm can make this big sweeping crescent movement across the body to help momentum, energy, and breath. We lift, we rise, we stabilize. She's a poet. She kind of And lower back down. Yay, yes. One more seated sequence. Soles of the feet touch bottom. We'll spend a few moments in the pose, adding any neck rolls or shoulder shrugs that feel nice to you. And then we'll spend the last part of the pose in a forward fold in the posture. So just sensing what your body, what your energy feel, what your spirit needs right now. Three, two, one. Keep doing that if it's working well for you. If you want to try a different orientation in the pose, fold our hearts towards the earth. 5, coming up together, coming up with breath. That legged, that knees close. We'll just kind of go inward for one more embodiment experience here. Comfort, secure. Lift your kind face. We'll make our way onto our backside. Onto our backside. Good. Okay, dear ones, feet kind of wide. Just a little windshield wiper. We're all gonna be okay. I keep hoping Brett shows up at home. He's in Virginia. He should be home soon. Slow it down so the knees are relatively stable. And extend your left leg to the earth. Hug your right knee to your chest. Extend your right leg to the sky. Lower your right leg to the earth. Hug your left knee to your chest.
Extend your left leg to the sky. Lower your left leg to the earth. Legs near each other, arms reach up opposite direction of legs, from fingers to toes, from head to tail, from root to crown, from front to back, inner to outer, right to left, top to bottom, masculine and feminine, light and shadow, east and west, north and south. The earth, the air, the fire, the water, the ether. I remember the building blocks, the foundations. Keep it simple. Do what's comforting. Lowering the arms, we'll bend both the knees and hug them into the chest. Happy baby pose. A little sway like a baby in a cradle or like a human in a hammock. Let's draw the bent knees closer and place the feet on the mat, hip width distance apart, the arms, palms up at your sides. Wiggle around your toes for a moment and then anchor 10 toes. Curl your tailbone under and start to peel your low back, middle back. Let's keep it relatively relaxed since we're near the end of our time. And we're trying to soothe the body. Just a nice bridge pose that you can sustain for a few breaths. One more. Back side lowers. One more time, hug your knees to your chest. And let's position ourselves for our last 8 or 10 minutes of Shavasana, something like that. So get any of your cozy stuff, any of your resources, or just as is. We'll come into our Shavasana, final relaxation posture. A posture of renunciation. I'm going to sit up. So start for me to talk when I'm laying down. Then I invite you to sit up if you like, or to stay calm. I'll just do a little short guided relaxation. Ambiance is pretty. I hope you're warm. I hope it's kind of quiet.
And that you've been able to carve out this time for yourself in a way that's been relatively easy. Things will smooth out over the course of the next few hours, days, weeks. What's felt surreal will soon feel a little more familiar as we tap deeply into our sense of shared humanity, solidarity. The efforts of the practice start to drain out of the body. Like you've had a bathtub full of warm water that you soaked in long enough to feel relaxed. And you reach down into the tub of warm water, pull the plug or activate the drain. As the water flows down the drain, we imagine the efforts of the practice flowing out of the body, discharging into the earth. Breathing in the good things, love, gratitude, beauty. Breathing out, I let go of what I cannot control. Breathing in good things, people, comforts, love, thankfulness. Breathing out, I release what is out of my power, what I cannot control. I soften my toes and my fingers, relaxing my feet and my hands. Noticing what position they're laying on. Sense the temperature. Slight feeling of pressure. Floor. Rest my legs and my arms. Again, noticing how I position my knees. What they're resting on. I relax my legs and my arms. Bringing attention to my hips and pelvis. And relaxation blossoming there. The inner portion of the hips and pelvis, the outer hips, and all the way around. I relax at my shoulders, unburdened and light. I soften from the interior of my shoulders, the flesh of my shoulders, from the fronts to the backs of my shoulders, and all the way around. Energy flows down my shoulders, softening my arms, flooding my hands, fingers, and thumbs. Energy releases from my hips and pelvis and flows down my thighs as they lengthen and loosen, softening my knees, calves, and shins. bridge of my nose, nostrils spread across my face, softening my cheeks and ears. I relax my jaw, my lips. Let's open the root of my tongue as I feel my tongue inside my mouth. From the base of my skull, right where the back of my neck meets the back of my head. I invite that area to let go a little more. From that area at the base of my skull, I'll drop my awareness down deep into my belly. My belly uncoiling, my low back releasing. Sensing my belly from the inner to the outer, from front to back and all the way around. Now aware of my whole body at once. I relax even more. See if there's some area I can release. Tension flowing out of my body, just like the water flows down the drain. Cradled by the earth, held by the wide sky above. My thoughts, feelings, and sensations come and go like clouds in the sky. And as always, the expansive sky beautiful, exquisite balance between the deeply relaxed body and the effortlessly alert mind. May it be so. May you be guided. A few quiet moments here. This pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Gold, golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. This pretty planet spinning through space. You're a garden, you're a harbor, you're a holy place. Golden sun going down, gentle blue giant, spin us around. All through the night, safe till the morning light. Deepening your breath and adding those conscious but gentle movements back into your body. Bits in the dark that I bet you can see. The fearless mudra, I call it the fearless mudra. Right hand in front of the right shoulder, palm out, fingers glued together. Left hand, palm out, fingertips point down, held in front of the left hip. Stay with this for a moment. In times of uncertainty, I will do my best to stay fearless. I can watch my thoughts and feelings and sensations come and go. I establish myself in fearlessness, hope, compassion, empathy, optimism, and a sense of goodwill and solidarity with all living beings. Because we're a family, we're a tree. And here we are, and thank you so much for joining me this evening. Thank you for jumping in and helping the momentum stay going in a positive direction. May it continue to do so as we all remain flexible, open to give and receive, to compromise and be humble and selfless. Let's keep meeting up, connecting with each other. And we'll close with the hands palm to palm at the center of the chest, and a deep breath together in the nose, up and out. In the Shanti song, I hope you sing it quiet or sing it loud, but sing it while inhale begin. I want everyone in all the world to be happy. Shanti, Shanti.